So I'm not lying when I say this. I spent around 3 years testing out this formula, the algorithm, okay, when it comes to posting on Instagram and seeing what works, what doesn't. And it's helped me go from 0 followers to now 209,000 followers in August of 2024. And that's over a 3-year span, okay? I haven't done this in like 2 months, like you'll see in some videos. This is probably a more real approach, okay? It's not like I'm spamming the algorithm with like this one trendy topic that's just gonna blow up my account, okay? No, I've just been consistent with the style of posts I've been doing, and it's maintained a consistent growth for my account over the past 3 years. And during those 3 years, each year has been much different in a very positive and sometimes negative way, and I've learned from that. So in this video, I'm gonna go over the 3 main lessons from each of those years, okay? So year 1, lesson number 1, year 2, lesson number 2, and year 3, lesson number 3, about the algorithm and what I've learned and what I've done right and what I've done wrong, what you should avoid if you're trying to grow your Instagram account. Okay, so let's get into year number 1 here. So year number 1 was October 2021 to the end of 2022. So at the end of 2021, I started to notice a trend of vlog style reels. Okay, I saw tons of like talented creators blowing up off of these like vlog style reels. This was in 2021, and at that point, I wanted to grow my social media because I wanted to use it for business purposes. I wanted to basically go full-time online, not just as like an influencer, but someone who is able to sell digital products. And I knew Instagram was a major key to that. So I started to make my own. They weren't very good at all. They were actually terrible. But at least I started, right? I started. And people who followed me at the time, like before I got any kind of traction, were wondering what I was doing. Like, it's kind of weird. This guy's like posting a daily vlog about his life that no one asked for, right? It kind of looks weird. And I have to say, this is probably the hardest part out of all 3 years. It was right at the beginning, right? It's the beginning. It's the dip. It's the most difficult thing that you're going to do when it comes to growing your Instagram account. It's when you have no followers and you have maybe a couple of followers, your mom and a couple of friends, and you're posting these vlogs, and it's like, who am I posting these for? Because the videos aren't going to get any traction right away. For the first video that you post to go viral, if you wanted that to happen, it's just like, the chances are so low. It's not going to happen. So anyways, I posted for about 2 months straight every single day. Like, I went all in. Okay, I'll put on screen here the challenge that I made for myself for 60 days. I think I called it like max 60 or something. And doing this every single day indirectly did something very, very effectively. And it didn't even grow my account a whole lot. It definitely got me followers. I think I hit 10K, maybe 20K in the first like 3 months doing this. That was kind of the big goal for me. But in my head, I didn't realize, but now I'm realizing what it actually did for me, which was it helped me get better at taking the videos themselves and actually editing them. I learned so many different things that were so valuable to what would help me get to where I am now. But I didn't even realize it because I was so worried about the followers. It also increased my account's chance of having a viral video, okay? Posting every single day. The algorithm doesn't care if you post like once every week, 10 times a week. The more you post, the higher your chances are to get a video that's gonna go viral. Okay, it's as simple as that, right? Especially in the beginning when you don't have very many people following you, you have way less people to annoy. I know that kind of contradicts what I just said about the people that are thinking you're weird. Who cares what they think, right? In the beginning, you have no one really following you. Just post as much as you want. You're not really going to annoy very many people. It's not going to matter. It's going to increase your chances of a video catching the Explore page. So I continued posting vlogs, but made a slight shift when I noticed a popularity for them was kind of decreasing in early 2022. So I'd say like April of 2022, maybe May of 2022. I'll post my stats on screen here. Like, I started to see a dip in activity. And I started posting similar content with a slight difference in variation. So they were more like motivation style, discipline style videos, and not just daily vlogs all the time. And this allowed me to scale things a bit more since I could reuse content instead of having to film new content every single day for a new vlog, because that was a lot of work filming new content. I could start reusing different clips and put them into new videos. And that allowed me to still post consistently every single day, but not have to put as much work into filming. And this new style of reel started to outperform the vlogs actually. So I'll put an example on here. This video got like 4.5 million views, and it wasn't a vlog or anything. It was like a super simple video. And this was the video that helped me get to my first 100K. So from year 1, the verdict was this, okay? The algorithm won't be on your side if you never start. In the beginning, I told you, it's the hardest part is getting over basically what's in your head. People are gonna think you're weird, like what are you doing? What are you posting? The hardest part is just to start posting, okay? And the algorithm's never gonna notice you if you never do. It's kind of like that saying, like a closed mouth doesn't get fed. And it's very true, right? If you're not going to post any videos, the algorithm's never going to notice you. You need to post. Start and get better later on, right? Don't worry about not being perfect in the beginning. You're not going to be perfect, and you're always going to look back at those first videos you posted and be like, what was I doing? But in order to get to where you are now, you needed to start at that point. So year 2, I don't have as much written down here, but year 2 is just basically 2023 as a whole. And this year was a very important learning year for me, because at the end of 2022, I was buzzing. I had like 100K followers. Like, man, I'm going to just keep growing this thing like crazy. But in year 2, I started to focus on a few different things outside of Instagram, a few different businesses. I got a little bit distracted. And the growth on Instagram took a major hit because of it. And it proved that by recycling content for so long and not innovating enough, it drastically takes a hit on your account. So at this point in 2023, I was not doing vlogs anymore. And I was just kind of recycling old content and making motivation style videos and just kind of not innovating at all and just staying very stagnant. And what do you know, me staying stagnant with my posts and my account and not posting as much meant my growth was very stagnant and actually made me go into negative growth. I started losing followers in 2023. And my activity was just not very good. Like throughout the year, I gained no more than like 20,000 followers. So not a very good year in regards to Instagram. So the verdict for 2023 is that the algorithm is kind of like having a pet bear. So if you don't feed the bear, it'll probably end up eating you, right? So in other words, your account will die. If you don't feed the algorithm, new posts, new innovation, your account is going to die. Right? That's just how it goes. Fast forward into 2024, okay, which is this year right now. The time I'm filming this is August. So, I mean, we're like 7 months into the year, 8 months into the year. So I guess it's not been a full year, but I've already learned a lot in 2024. Okay, so in 2024, I continued to do what I was doing in 2023 and wasn't seeing much growth at all. So I kept not innovating, kept just posting the same stuff, recycling. And I got a bit lazy with it, and I was honestly ready to give up on Instagram. And at this point, I was running too many different outside businesses and wasn't able to focus on anything due to being spread so thin. So I eventually left one of those businesses around May of 2024, which freed up a lot of my time, which was actually a blessing in disguise. But also costed me a lot of money on a monthly basis because I wasn't doing that business anymore. So it kind of forced me to put more focus into my social media in order to recoup the lost monthly income. So kind of forced myself to put more time and effort into the thing that I loved the most, which was creating content on Instagram. So in May of 2024, I saw that vlogs were kind of making a comeback, but in a slightly different format. These vlogs were more raw, they were less edited, and they were more quote unquote real vlogs that were gaining a lot of popularity in Q1 and Q2 of 2024. So I had seen that they were doing really well. So I posted the first one of these on June 20th. And that video actually outperformed my recent reels decently that I had posted before that at the time. Not crazy, but it did better. So that gave me the confidence to try a few more. And then I did another one. And the second one that I posted with my good camera. So the first one I actually just made with my iPhone, kind of just tried it out. Second one, I used this camera you're watching this video on, and it did a lot better. The quality was better and it performed better with the algorithm. Okay, it didn't do like crazy numbers, but it definitely did better. So at this point I knew like this style of video is definitely something I want to put more focus into. So video number 3 is the one I'll put on screen here. I made it with my camera again, and I put a lot of time and effort into it, and it felt more raw. There's no music or anything like that, and that one actually hit. Like it just did so good on Instagram, so well. Like it almost has like 2.5 million views now. So since then I've posted about 10 more of these. Okay, it's August now of 2024, and a few of them have gotten millions of views on Instagram and on TikTok. And they're even doing decently on YouTube Shorts. So, I mean, just that slight little switch, it wasn't a huge switch up from my normal content. Like I'm still posting like gym videos and working business and working videos, stuff like that. But it's just kind of in a different format. It's more the raw vlog style rather than the music, highly edited motivation style that I was doing. This new style is just doing really well. So right now I'm gonna stick to that and keep posting videos like that. People seem to like it. So the verdict for year number 3 is the algorithm likes when you add new things to the mix, okay? But don't completely do a 180 from your regular content, right? Don't go from hard rock to jazz, right? People aren't gonna enjoy that. But if you make a slight change and kind of innovate, people are going to respect that, and that's how you continue to please the algorithm and grow your account, it seems like. So I'm going to keep on trying that throughout the year of 2024 and see how it does. So the final lessons that we've learned from this are keep trying and don't give up on posting on Instagram, okay? Endure the pain, okay? Whether it's just like, I feel like an idiot posting this, keep doing it, because the more you do it, the better you're going to get, okay? Doing nothing will end up in your account doing nothing. right? And iteration is number one, okay? The more you are able to test and adapt to different trends and situations, the more likely you succeed. You'll see that twice throughout my story, okay? The first time was the first style of vlogs. They were started to slow down, so I started doing these motivation style videos, and they started to work really well. And now fast forward to now in 2024, well, the motivation ones started to die down. I switched up to like the raw vlog style, and they're doing well. Okay, so you always have to be open to adapting and iterating your content, but not so much so that you change it completely, because that'll ruin your account. But make sure it still fits in with your old content, but adapt and improve. So basically learn how to scale while also maintaining that original quality, that original thing that person clicked the follow button for. Maintaining a consistent theme / niche for your videos is a major key. People follow you for that reason, so maintain it. So that is basically my 3-year study on the algorithm, my 3-year case study of my personal account, how I've gone from 0 to 200 and what is it now, like 209,000 followers on Instagram. That's what I've learned. That's what's worked for me. So if that adds any value to you or your Instagram account, please let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video, and hopefully this video helped you out, okay? So anyways, guys, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.